Hey, welcome back to Vice Grip Garage. Beets, the service truck, he's back in here. And today he's gonna get some lipstick. We're gonna plop in some tools and equipment, and it's the good stuff. I got a generator that barely starts, an air compressor that I've locked up 16.2 times, but she'll fire. And then I got a torch kit we gotta try to, plop in here somewhere. When you do the right thing as often as I do, you gotta have, you need to have everything on the truck at all times. Yeah, that doesn't happen. Wow. What is going on? There we go. Yep. Yeah. The last feller, he had this rigged up too. Goodness, this needs cleaned. But she was most likely a gasser unit, based on the old, that's big. But I'm thinking we can get my little Jenny in back there and then maybe even plop in the air compressor over here. And I really need that because, I run the good tires. And then he had some big stand-up bottles. Mine are, a third of that. So I'm not quite sure. We might just, leave it as a dangler. Not even worry about that. But I'm going to start off with the generator and the air compressor. So I'll get them up here and then kind of see how they fit. Well, the guy's got this Generac outlet maker over here, and since they weigh a couple 100 pounds, the trick to loading them up, is first you want to put, fill them up with fuel so they're another 90 pounds, and then secondly, you ruin your back, basically, and just throw them in. Yep. Okay. And if I can get it up here. There we go. And then can I kind of wheel it down maybe? I don't know. Yeah, there. So my plan is I don't have one, and maybe I could just wheel it in here and see if it lines up. I know I'm missing a across here, but just to kind of see what she looks like. That cold snack's half full. Yeah, something like that. Got my rigger upper 200 in here, just kind of hold her. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. And then a guy's got room up here still to play with. The outlets are on the wrong side, but we're not going to reach them anyway. And you're not going to start it from down there. And the pull rope's over here. But the other good thing is the exhaust later is right here. And if it was this way, that would probably I don't know, it'd do something. So I think I could just get a piece of metal and run right across here and drill some holes, and then we'll just kind of zoom them right into that. Run some bolts through, and she's locked in. And then all we gotta do is take the bolts out, and I still got my wheels, and then you would just go to town if you need to. Well, here's my piece here, and I drew some shapes and pretended to do algebra, and then I just kind of guessed and went down here, and that's where we'll slice her. And then, I think we'll just do a hole there, and we'll bring one in right there. And I just like to go big on these, and then you're not wrong that way. Let's see, I can pry her up with this 2x4. Just ease this forward. There we go. Here's what a guy's got simmering in the pot, so to speak, And I think next I'll run these bolts out and see if I can get a longer one and kind of line them up. And then I can start cleaning this up and we'll zzz, you know, in there. Or I could just leave this in there. I mean, that seems to be doing just fine. I got her loosely bolted in here, you know. These are too long, but they'll work for now. She's sitting on the pads and yeah, I got a new problem. She gets a little bouncy in here, you know, like that. So I'm gonna weld the spine on the back edge and that'll take that right out of it. Angle iron would have been better, but you know, a guy didn't have any. And then I suppose I gotta actually do something and clean that up and weld her in, and then we'll see how solid she gets. Well, I suppose a guy could get this out of the way again. There we go. Guys got real slim pickings around here for scrap metal. The old bins at the other shop. I did find this chunk of angle iron, not the most ideal, but I think the guy will just plop her on here like that. A couple welds on each side and that'll stiffen her right up. Guys just got to repeat this on the other side and then we'll get her welded in the truck. You know, I should probably measure this, but I'm just going to guess and burn her in right here. Well, if someone wants this, they're going to have to take the whole truck with them, I guess. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to throw the outlet maker up here one more time. Then we know where she's going to sit. Then we'll bring the tire lung machine up here and kind of start farting around with that and see where she's going to sit and how we're going to mount that in. I just don't know. I'm going to bring her in over here. Like that. Yeah. Okay. Well, I wonder if a guy could just, no. Maybe I could just, you know, over here. Oh, that's wrong. No, nope. Kind of liking this. It's got to be like that. It's gonna have to be, you know, that makes sense. No, it doesn't. You know, a guy's got enough room up here, physically, but we're gonna have to do some mounting stuff. I got a leg kind of just hanging out over there. This one is, I mean, I'm thinking right there. Tire here. So here's what I'm thinking. You know, these are just bolted on, these tires here. Wonder if I just run a plate up, you know, on both sides. Snip these tires off and snag a bolt through the plate. And that ought to hold her right in place. And then I just got to drill a hole up there. And then I'm not even going to worry about that leg because, you know, this little guy is only 30 pounds maybe. And if I ever want to get her out, you just unbolt her. You know, I guess I do want her for sure sitting in that way. So the air nozzle, you know, she's shooting out this way and the hose can come down nicely and, you know, not get snagged up on in there. Well, I got the wheels snipped off and got my leveler outer 54 tool installed, and I mean, it's solid, you know. And clean this up with the grinder and cut 2 plates out. And what a guy's thinking is, you know, can he just put them in like that? And then I'll mark some holes for some bolts where the axles used to go and Zeus those in. And I mean, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. And I don't even think I'm gonna bolt it down over there, to be honest. I don't know yet. We'll see. Okay. Guy's gonna get these, you know, tack welded in. Then I'll scoop this out and blast them in for good. I mean, I don't know. Does this even need to be this close? Get on out of there. Sure. Yeah, I mean, it seems just fine. Well, this is that setup here now. We'll just, run some bolts through here and that's it. So I'm gonna take this off for the 74th time and, we're gonna paint on these so it all matches. And then we're gonna install it for the last time. Thank goodness. Got some of this Ace of Base sauce here and this will really clean up all this oil and marker and everything else. And you don't need a lot. I mean, just sprinkle it on here and wipe it down good. And that way, this professional paint we're gonna lay on it, it doesn't get ruined. That smells nice. Oh, get out of there. Had some paper towels snagged up on it. This here is a Chrysler red, which isn't even close. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. Oh yeah. Looks great. Well, this don't look half bad, and that's better than some other number. I did just realize how sharp and dangerous these are, just like my heart. So I'm gonna do the right thing and just leave them. While these are drying, let's snip the torches into this thing and then we can come back and plop in our equipment. Lincoln sent over this Portatorch kit and she's a nice one. I've been using an older one of these in the shop for years. I just like that you can grab on and carry it around with you and you don't have those big tanks and they're not heavy. Yeah, this thing, I mean, it's got everything. How long is this hose? 12 feet? That's like me dancing. Nice solid hardware, good heavy gauges, doesn't have big knobs that get busted easy, It's even got a pair of glasses, all your different tips, wrench for the tank. I mean, all you gotta do is fill her up with gas, away you go. So I'm gonna try to get this into the side door here. I don't think the holder upper is gonna fit. She might be a little too deep, but if I have everything on the truck, then I can put it all together and get her right down into the action. Both these box sides got the same dimension, but see, she bumps out right here. So I measured it and it isn't deep enough. But what I'll do is I'll move all of this stuff over to the other side and then I can lay in all this different stuff up into these bins. And yeah, I think it'd be nice having it right here by the outlet maker and the air. Good to go. Good to go. Not so gooder. I needed to fill up anyway. Well, this is turning out niftier than a thrift store. Everything a guy needs in here and got a place. She's fairly organized, or whatever that word is. I couldn't get the tanks in here because they were clanking and banging heads, so I'm gonna put them in the holder inside the extended cab for now. Guy will swing back later and I'll build something in here, probably carry 4 cylinders actually. Then I could just wheel off some hose if I want, or put them in the carrier and get them out of there. So let's get this installed and then we'll throw the air compressor on. And then a guy should probably see if, this will even power that, I guess. Dang it. Okay, here we go now. Yeah, get on over here. There we go. Not even close. Just gotta slide her over. There. Suppose a guy could take this handle off. Don't need that. And then get this up here. Something like that. All right, just got to bolt her down now. Now, some of you folks that are new to the channel might be a little nervous because, I didn't measure anything. But let me tell you something. Great things happen when you cut corners. And she's just lining up like you wouldn't believe. Except for this one. Oh, there it is. We're fine. See? Pop this handle off. All right, let's see if we can make some fire out of this thing. Gasoline on. I think that's on. Electricity off. We're gonna give it some chocolator. That was easy. That's plugged in. All right, let's see if the air compressor will run. That's the easiest she started in quite a while. It's my own fault because, you know, it's got the good gas in it. But hey, it works. I probably should have tested that beforehand, but yeah. Now get off of there. Well, this turned out pretty good for a couple pieces of junk mild steel and some spray paint. She's all hooked in there now. Going to be really useful and whatnot. I know you guys like the videos a little bit better where I find old junk, you know, and try to navigate her home. And this is all in preparation for that. Spring's here and I've got some mind-boggling stuff coming. So you're not going to want to miss it. If you're not subscribed, do that. Just click the button. That's all you got to do. Hit the notification thingamajigger as well. There's also channel memberships. I'd appreciate it if you check that out. We've got a website for shirts like this and caps and stickers, and just go look. There's stuff on there. I've also got my P.O. box below. Big thank you to those that send stuff. That's a lot of fun. I get a kick out of it, and stuff on the walls and things, little things that you see that I use in the videos comes from you guys. So thank you. Appreciate it very much. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. I am really hungry. I gotta start, you know, getting through this quicker.